So the Dominator tube is what started it all for Abe and Sons back in 1990 and has been a favorite ever since. But how many of you knew that Abe and Sons also carries diaphragm reeds? In this video, we're going to review each 4 of the diaphragm reeds that they carry coming up. Hey everybody, Michael Batiste from the Elk Calling Academy, where we help you shorten that learning curve so that you find elk hunting success faster. On this channel, we do elk call reviews, gear reviews, elk calling lessons, tips, and tutorials just like this one. So if you're new to the channel or you like the content that we're putting out, make sure that you subscribe and click that bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. All right, Abe and Sons has been involved in the elk call industry since 1990 when they came out with their Dominator Grunt tube. It is an external reed tube that you can operate with your lip or your tongue and has been a kind of a popular tube for all those years. But what a lot of people don't realize is that Abe and Sons also produces diaphragm reeds. So we are going to introduce you to the 4 diaphragm reeds that they carry, show you some cow sounds and bull sounds that you can do, and just kind of do an introduction and review of these reeds. Now, each of the reed that Abe and Sons carries is on the conventional frame. So there is no dome, there is no tab, it's open on top and bottom. It is built on a wider frame, so narrow palate individuals probably won't enjoy these reeds, but medium to wide frame will have no problem with these reeds. And the thing that I found with playing on these is they definitely have reeds that are designed for the beginner all the way up to the advanced caller. So let's dive into the review. So first up is D1, orange tape, green latex. This is primarily designed as a cow-calf reed. But you can do a little bit more. So let's find out what the D1 from Abe and Son sounds like. So there's just a little example from the D1. Like I said, this is primarily designed as a cow-calf call, but you can bugle on it. So this reed, I'm going to say, is a good reed for beginners because it doesn't take much pressure at all to operate this reed, and you can produce some really good sounds with it. If you are going to bugle on the D1, you do have to stay soft with your tongue pressure and air pressure. It's not a reed that you can put a ton of pressure into it and skyrocket up, but it will certainly get some nice tones with some nice transitions. So for a beginner, when most of the time beginners are kind of timid a little bit, it's a great reed for that. So, all right, next in the lineup is the D2, which is blue tape. It is a double reed. This is kind of their all-around reed that you can do cow-calf, you can do bull sounds, you can go back and forth. So let's go ahead and do a few cow sounds and a bugle or two so you can hear what the D2 from Abe and Son sounds like. So that'll give you a few examples of what you can produce on the D2. I like this reed. It produces some really nice bugles. It has some really nice control on it. You know, beginners would probably be able to make this reed work, but intermediate and advanced callers, you're really going to enjoy playing on this one. All right, next up is the D3, which, yes, the D3 represents a triple. This reed is not really designed for cow-calf calling, but I'm sure if you really broke this reed in, you probably could do some cow sounds on it. Maybe some of you that are really heavy tongue or heavy pressured might be able to, but let's go ahead and show you some sounds you can produce on the D3 from Abe and Sons. Now, the thing about this D3, it is 3 layers of latex. It is a true triple that are stretched pretty tight. So that takes a ton of air pressure and a ton of tongue pressure to operate this reed. So I'm going to put the D3 in the advanced callers category. So those of you that like a real stiff, heavy reed, the D3 is the one for you. All right, and finally in the lineup is the D4, which is the Herdmaster. It is a double, but as you'll see, the top reed has kind of a cutout on it. Now, this reed has some interesting characteristics. So with this reed, you can go with light tongue pressure, light air pressure to help with your growls. Because that extra reed, it gives that little bit of extra vibration. But if you want to get clear notes, you just go ahead and add more tongue pressure to get those notes to clean up. So that rasp that you're hearing, this reed is designed for that rasp. It's supposed to have that. So like I said, the beginning growl of your bugle and at the end, when you don't have that real extra pressure, that's exactly what this reed was designed for. But there was another thing that this reed was designed for, and that's lip balling, to add just another element into your lip ball. So it's designed to have that little extra scream there. So if you've ever heard, you know, a bull that has just really lost his mind, that is just beyond ticked off, and he really has that aggressive scream to it, that's exactly what this D4 was designed for. So all in all 4 reeds in the Abe and Sons lineup I think are really good reeds. Like I said, I really like that D2. It's an extremely controllable reed that I think produces some really good bugles. They feel like they're built well. I don't know about longevity. I haven't been playing on them that long, but they definitely are a reed that I think you should check out, especially if you are a person that likes conventional reeds. Just remember though, medium to wide palate, because these are a little bit wider frame, just like most conventional reeds are. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the introduction and review of the Diaphragm Reeds offered by Abe and Sons. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate the support. And as always, keep calling, keep practicing, but most importantly, have fun. And we'll see you on the next video brought to you by Elk Calling Academy.